Hi everyone.
My name is Nguyễn Hoàng Gia Huynh. I'm a member of class 8A5 of Treviki Secondary High School. Accompanied with me today is my partner.
Hello everyone. My name is Thanh Nguyên Khôi. Same as Huynh here. I'm a member of class 8A5 of Treviki Secondary High School.
Hey, what's
Give me your money.
no
What?
no?
As you can see here, this is school violence, which is not an unfamiliar topic in the education system.
And in today's video, we're gonna talk about violence in school.
Let's find out.
School violence is one of the most visible forms of violence against students. School violence can take many forms, from physical to psychological violence.
It is often expressed through acts of bullying, intimidation, and repression. Violence in school creates insecurity, fear, and harming the general school climate and infringing on pupils' right to learn in a safe, unthreatening environment. School cannot fulfill their role as a place of learning and socialization if children are not in an environment free of violence. Wait, Huynh, look at this. So, according to the World Health Organization, violence is the intentional use of physical force or power, threatened or actual, against oneself, another person, or against a group or community. So, it either results in or has a high likelihood of resulting in injuries, death, and psychological harm.
And as some of my information that I searched on Wikipedia, school violence includes violence between school students as well as attacks by students on school staff. It encompasses physical violence such as students on students fighting or corporal punishment, psychological violence such as verbal abuse, sexual violence, and sexual harassment.
So what are the causes of this problem?
In my opinion, school violence is a multifaceted social ill and may occur for diverse reasons, one of which is the intake of harsh substances such as drugs and alcohol abuse. Students, school staff, or members of society who are intoxicated tend to lose control of their inhibitions and often act in an irrational manner. Hence, the effect of drugs on the human body can serve as a catalyst for school violence.
Another cause of school violence may be personality problems. Shyness, for instance, may cause a student to feel out of place among his peers, thereby influencing him to be rebellious or try to get noticed by any means. Such behavior may also result in bullying and gunfights.
Furthermore, school violence may arise due to the psychological deficiencies created by dysfunctional homes. Worry, hatred, inferiority complex, anger, and other negative emotions which fuel violent behavior could develop in people when they are exposed to poor parenting or discord among family members.
Also, in homes where parents or guardians display violent behavior, children usually adopt violence as a way of asserting authority. Violent media can also be the cause of this disease. The impact of violent television programs and video games is largely underestimated in society. Children or teenagers often emulate their favorite television character in action movies, leading to learned violent behavior in school.
The government in some parts of the world, especially the first world countries, they permit weapons such as guns to be made more accessible in households. Teenagers can access sharp objects and dangerous arms, which they take to school and use to intimidate their peers.
In addition to this, the legal system in many areas, especially third world countries, is yet to develop specific laws that will have curbed school violence and make it an offense punishable by the law. Having identified some major causes of school violence, it is imperative to propose solution to the social ill.
Before coming to the solutions, I will show you the harmful effects of school violence. So, I think you have probably heard or seen many acts of school violence, right? So do I. When I was 8, in my primary school, I saw a guy who was surrounded and beaten by upperclassmen. I don't know what's the reason, but he was beaten continuously for over a month, to the point that his parents had to ask the child to change schools.
About the solution, firstly, schools should implement strong disciplinary measures that perpetrators of the act will face if they fail to abide by the institution, rules, and regulations. There should also be up-to-date security measures in school and school-sponsored events to ensure that students are properly searched and stripped of any kind of weapon before entering the premise.
The school buildings and school-sponsored events should also be properly guarded in order to quickly detect any possible risk of violence. The need to engage students in awareness campaigns cannot be overemphasized.
Students should be counseled and enlightened on anger management, conflict resolution, character development, and a host of other topics that will have to deal with the psychological issues associated with the school violence.
And secondly, parents or guardians have a key role to play, as they should ensure that the atmosphere at home, where the child is neutral, is violence-free. Adults should bear in mind that teenagers are impressionable, and as such, they tend to adopt their behavioral standards from what is obtainable in their household.
Effective communication between parents and their children will have reduced some of the perceived pressure which cause students to act violently. Also, proper monitoring of the association that children keep is a means through which the problem of school violence can be solved.
Parents may also seek professional advice regarding the type of video games and television programs that children should be exposed to.
In conclusion, the larger community, such as non-governmental organizations, should make concerted efforts to reach out to students and other adults to properly address the issue of drug abuse, social anxieties, and other mental affective disorders.
The legal system in less developed nations should also be reviewed to accommodate specific school violence law. The government should also update statistical data on school violence in order to further enlighten the general public about the menace.
Violence in schools is a social problem with an enormous ripple effect. One act of violence can trigger numerous negative outcomes.
That's why we need a radical measure. Moreover, society, government, and most importantly, each of us, together, we must be aware of the danger and set the same lofty goal is put an end to this social disease.
And remember,
Violence is never the solution.